Hey guys, good morning. It's Tony. Before I start the video, I do want to say please like, subscribe, and comment. If you would like to join the Patreon at patreon.com/but I'm not a trader. I'm still bearish. I'll let you guys know that right off the top of the video. We're going into this extremely bullish as fuck though. So everything about this is extremely bullish. I would say it's better to not take longs here. Definitely don't take longs here at the top. This is essentially your perfect short, right? You're on that. Whoops. You're on weekly. Why does it keep doing that? Oh, yeah, you're on weekly resistance, right? And you're rejecting off that. So this could be a double top with a rejection here and then a full sell-off for the rest of the day. But if you do break this level of 4 5, what is this? 4 5 2 3, whatever this level is, it's essentially basically a really good confirmation that we're going to 458, right? Any kind of 8-hour candle close, any kind of 8-hour bull candle close over this weekly resistance, right? That's basically confirmation that we're going to 458. Not, I don't even know how else to put it, right? So we'll do this, get rid of that, stand right. This will do blue, and then this will do blue. I need this to be a little bit more. So you're already rejecting off that 452 level, right? And if you do reject off that level, I can expect this fully to like sell off. So I'm in pretty big shorts right now. And again, I'm not saying that this will happen. I'm saying that right now it's just a perfect place to open up a short position, right? And then we'll do this. We'll change that opacity. I think we're done. There you go. So you do need a candle to close over like this, right? That's basically what you're looking for. I'm basically looking for an 8-hour candle to close over this weekly resistance like that, to essentially confirm that we're going to 458. If we don't close an 8-hour candle like that, right? Anything over, right? So it doesn't have to be like completely over like this. You can have it be like that, right? You can have this be like this. I don't know, bro. Like, I don't know how else to, like, you know what I mean? Like, it doesn't have to be like it can be like this, right? It can be like that. But again, you have to close some sort of 8-hour candle over this weekly resistance like that. Then I will be extremely bullish. But as of right now, I am considering this a perfect short. I am currently in shorts right now. I do think that if there is a top, this is basically it. At this 452 SPX level, right? And again, it's just a simple basic trade. This is basically your trade here, right? You hit once, right, on weekly resistance, right? Came up, hit again. The only logical thing now is to short. This thing's either going back to somewhere around like 4497, right? Give me a second. So this thing's either going back to like a 4, I'd say 4,500, right? 4,500, 4497, somewhere around that range, right? I wouldn't say maybe not today, but this is essentially what it can do, right? And then if these lows break again, right? This low breaks again, because you're basically in this trading range also, right? You're essentially right here. This is your trading range right here, right? Right there. Change that back to white, and we'll do super low opacity like that, right? That's fine. There you go. So that's basically your trading range right now. Give me a second. Right, this is your trading range right now. There's no reason for anybody, even if you don't have any even if you're not using like trends or channels or anything, this is just a really good place to open up shorts right here. And again, your stops would be somewhere above this previous resistance up here, probably a little bit higher. So I mean, you can't technically do that. I mean, maybe you could do like right at the top there to be a little bit like less risk off, but that's giving you a 15 like R&R, right? Like essentially like opening up maybe opening up shorts, either swing shorts, or maybe if you want to do options for like a week or two out to be on the safer side. But again, anything closing above this, right? Anything breaking previous highs. So I'll set an alert there just in case, like that. But any close, right? Any close or anytime you break this previous high of like 452687, right? Any break of that, like you're out, right? Like you should not be holding anything above that, right? Oops. Let me put this a little bit lower, like right there. Yeah, so I mean, any break of this is like you're out, right? You don't want to hold that too much. You want to give yourself a little bit of wiggle room above that, but essentially what you're looking for is, any kind of break of that high, like you're out, right? So, and I'm 100% expecting this to either fall really hard from here, or you break that high and we're doing a continuation of 458, right? So in any case, like I said, if you break that high and you close an 8 hour above this, right, you can take this long to 458, right? Possibly for like the next month or something. And there's so much bull pressure going into this, even on the 4 hour, right? On the 4 hour, you're still extremely bullish, right? Still very, very bullish on the 4 hour. Does not look like it wants to drop. And then for the NASDAQ, right, the same thing. You do have OPEC. Oh, is it OPEC today? So I mean, you might expect like a lot of volatility, but I'm not really sure how OPEX will trade if it's just like, massive up and down. But for right now, going into the market as of right now, you are looking pretty fucking bullish, right? I mean, you are on the daily bear trigger on the NASDAQ. The SPX hasn't closed yet, but I think you are, yeah, it wants to close the daily bear trigger as well. So again, longer term, this is still looking pretty bearish, right? It's really just because you have such massive bull pressure towards the upside that you keep pumping and pumping and pumping, right? And again, let me see, where's Apple? Let's look at the big boys. Apple is just chilling at like 190, and it's going to be closing a 4 hour bear in 7 minutes. So I definitely say Apple is going to be bearish going into today. Going into today's trading session, right? So I definitely say Apple's definitely bearish going into today's trading session. 8 hours bearish. 8 hours going to close bearish in 4 hours. Tesla recovered a little bit, and it wants to push up again. So once this closes a 4 hour 4 hour bull trigger, I definitely say this might be a really good long. Tesla looks like it might be a good long back to like a 242-ish, right? It definitely looks like it might be able to get back up there. Where's the hour at? The hour's kind of curling back. I think I'd probably just wait for this to reset, right? The 4 hour can still keep dropping a little bit further down to like down here. So I'd say probably wait. I'll set an alert for my 4 hour there. There you go. So I'd probably wait on Tesla. I mean, I think right now, there's too much of a chance for us to, still, you have so much room to fall to the lower side. So I'd say just wait. You might get a chance to buy it at like 216, and then I would definitely long at like 216 if we get down there, right? But it's just about waiting right now. And then if we look at like the other big tech, right? So Apple just kind of chilling. Where is the NASDAQ? Yeah, Apple's chilling. NASDAQ, QQQ. QQQ is, I'm surprisingly, the NASDAQ is actually pretty weak, considering where it's been like the last couple of days, right? So for the NASDAQ, you're up about $1, but still, like you're still pretty weak, and you're going into this whole trading session very bearish, right? NVIDIA is at 496, right? NVIDIA's at 496. You ended up recovering this, and then, let me see, can you drop here? You haven't hit. Yeah, you're going into the session pretty bearish as well. I mean, I would not be surprised to see another drop, and if you break under 481. I'm not saying that will happen today, but I can definitely see a drop down to like 481. Do we have earnings? When's earnings? Earnings next week. Yeah, earnings not till next week. NVIDIA. Where did we close yesterday? You closed at 494. You're up $2. Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't say you're bullish going into this. I'd say pretty neutral, just because you're not really that much up on NVIDIA. 4 hour is bullish. Yeah, I'd say you have a really good shot at going to hitting that 504 level, just on that upper channel probably. NVIDIA, Amazon's about to close a 4 hour bull trigger. In any case, it would not be a bad idea to long here and about like right at open. Would not be a bad idea at all. The 4 hours usually play out really well. So I definitely say Apple's pretty in line at pushing a little bit more towards the upside, possibly hitting like 150 soon. Microsoft is just killing it, bro. So Microsoft actually just hit the top of channel. Let me see if we're actually doing this on the regular session. So regular session, you already hit it. So I definitely say Microsoft is coming right back down. I would not long. I would definitely short Microsoft here every single time. I short it every single time. I would not be long in Microsoft at 375. Man, those are good shorts actually. I might actually I might actually buy some shorts on Amazon today. So lock. Yeah, this is essentially again another perfect short that we're looking at here. And this isn't like, I'm not saying that the full direction on Microsoft is down, but the logical trade here is, why would you long at the upper side of a channel, right? There's no reason for you to long at the upper side of a channel here. So the only like thing that you would be able to do here, right? And the thing is, every single time you hit the top of the channel, you hit, and then you come down super hard, right? You come down really hard. But again, it doesn't necessarily mean that's going to happen every time, right? Like you hit top of channel here, and you just pushed up, retested, and you kept going. So the only way that you should be looking at longs here, right, is if you have a proper retest of channel. So I'd say break. See, you're already coming down here. So if this candle right here, this 1 hour candle, if this 1 hour candle comes right back up this way and it closes above here, then I'd say probably take it, right? But for right now, because Microsoft is like coming right back down, I'd say this is a perfect entry to a short, riding this all the way back down to channel. So like a 365 on Microsoft. Yeah, I definitely say that's we're at a really good place to short. And you're at a what, 369 R? Yeah, that's perfect. That's not a bad short at all. Yeah, I take this all day. I mean, if you want to lower risk, maybe have it a little bit above the hour candle, right? Especially right now that you're still bearish on the hour, right? You're coming down, and I can see Microsoft coming down to 365. So this is an easy short down to this mid trend here, possibly a little bit higher, like at 368, just because you have a lot of support like around this area from like 365, 368. So I think that anywhere in that general area is your take profit. But yeah, Microsoft I think is going down. AMD had a really huge pop yesterday. Just ran up all day yesterday, huh? 1 hour 12. Let me see, how is it longer term? Daily, it's up. Yeah, these full recoveries are nasty, dude. Like these full recoveries are pretty crazy. But you're still I wouldn't long up here, honestly. Like I wouldn't long up here. It's too much risk to the low side, you know what I mean? Like it's a solid company, right? So if you want to buy shares whenever you want. But as far as like longing up here, it just doesn't make sense if you want to trade something, right? So I mean, I would the hour is about to go, right? The hour is about to go bullish. So I definitely say if you want a long, everything looks solid for a long here. Definitely back up to like a 122. So I would say, I mean, this isn't a bad idea. So I would not mind longing this to like a 122 at this range. So AMD looks pretty good for a move up. Meta is dropping. The hour is bearish. The 4 hour is gonna turn bearish. The daily is bearish. Oh, we did close bear. You did close the bear trigger. Yeah. So I'd say Meta's on its way down. I'll say Meta's on its way down probably. And I guess my guess is like a $50 drop in 2 weeks. so that might happen within the next 2 weeks. Maybe a little bit less, maybe like at 293, but I definitely would not be surprised if you drop somewhere around like this range, right? And you even have like a little bit of a inverse head and shoulders pattern right here, right? Where you can come down to like a 292 and then push from 292. So any range at 292, I definitely look at Yeah, so anything hitting like a 293, that would definitely be a really good entry for Meta. Netflix still going. Netflix is probably going to 485. I don't need to do TA on that. You can retrace from here, but I mean after a close like this, right? After you keep pushing like this, it's just headed to the next resistance right here at 485. You can reject here, come back to 448, but I think ultimately you're headed to 485. Netflix is pretty easy. Google, that took a long time for Google to hit that 130 whatever level. Yeah, so gap got filled. You hit 136, right? And it's still, you closed above mid channel. So I definitely say Google has a really good chance at 140 right now. Why is my alert? What happened to alert there? Is there a gap here? Is there a gap at 140 for Google? I actually have no idea. Oh yeah, there is a gap. Okay, cool. So yeah, you have a really good chance at hitting 140 gap right here, and then possibly, pushing a little bit harder to like 140. But I don't know. We'll see how today turns out. As of right now, I am extremely, well, we're going into this session extremely, extremely bullish, very, very bullish, right? But again, this doesn't mean that logically this isn't like the perfect trade to the low side, right? So again, you rejected. You touch 452, you reject it a little bit, and there's no reason for nobody to be in shorts. Obviously, do whatever you want. It's your own money. I can't control you guys, but me personally, I'm in shorts with heavy stops, like very, very tight stops at this range, this top of range up here, right? Whatever I ended up putting up here, right? What is that range? Let me see. 452.766. Yeah, so I'm in heavy shorts right now, but fully expecting this to drop sometime today. Man, why does it keep doing that? There you go. So I'm fully expecting this to drop down, right? If this breaks up, like I said, and you start breaking this highs, I'm out of everything, right? Because this more than likely looks like you're gonna head straight into like a 458. And again, you need that 8-hour candle close to like confirm that, at least for myself, right? At least that's what I'm looking for. And look at that, you're already getting a lot of bullish pressure here, right? You're already starting to recover very heavily towards the upside, but this is what, your first rejection here at 445, and then you came right back down. So we'll see how this plays out. I don't really care what happens like shorter term. I'm looking at this a little bit longer term. So if this can come right back down, so today, maybe next week, you come all the way down up here. But as of right now, I am in shorts, just kind of holding out, and I'm going to stay in shorts until this high gets broken of SPX. So I'll see you guys later. Bye-bye.